Hi guys, this is Lee with the Market Sense for the week of November 5th, 2019. The charts in this presentation are provided to us by Gettess in their Trade Navigator software. And in looking at a weekly bond market chart, we seem to be getting to a rather critical point here. After they reversed back up last week, they certainly had the chance to continue to move back up. But they should have at least gone to the 160-112 area, and instead they've turned and just kind of blown down below 160. And as you can see right in here, we've got a mid-Keltner, the projected low, and the lower moving average all right about in the 158.28 area, and they don't seem to be holding that either. That means this previous swing low here, which is actually 157.17, but 57.16 area, that looks unlikely to hold. I mean, the momentum indicator down here at the bottom of the screen has been negative virtually since the high when they turned down. And I kind of don't think that'll hold. I could come up with something near the 156 area. It's probably 56.5 to 56. You go back to July here in the middle of the chart. This is the swing high they broke out from for this last little move. So the common move would be to come back down and at least test that, even if they're going to bounce from there. And that is, I think that high was 56.07 if I remember correctly. So let's say anywhere from 156.5 to down to 156 even. That's probably a more likely target for this. I would be a little surprised if this 57.17 swing low holds. Now, if it does, that could be very positive, but I don't think it will. I think this looks like a bit of a rollover here, and how serious it is probably depends on how strong the stock market behaves. And moving into stocks to show that, this is the S&P Mini. This is a little bit unusual. We are solidly moving to new highs, and the support to hold this week to start up is around 30.33, and they haven't just even come close to that. They're much higher, and you can see last week they didn't trade that upper moving average either. They just opened higher and stayed there. So that sounds really strong, and they're new all-time highs. But at the same time, there's not a lot of volatility here. It's not like they've got a lot of enthusiasm and they're just blowing out to new highs. So, I mean, you could read that a couple of different ways, but it looks like it's certainly not a blow off top, and it looks like they could still possibly go higher at this point. And I'm sure you've heard me talk about this before. They're new all-time highs. You don't want to sell them. You just don't. They're going to make a turn at some point. They'll back off. They'll turn down. Maybe that'll be the high, or maybe they'll make a retest of it or a marginal new high. We'll have plenty of time to sell them. There's an old alliterative story. Tops take time. Tops take time to form. You usually have time to sell at the highs. So don't try to sell the highs. Don't pick it. That's a fool's game. You're right once in your lifetime, usually in that. And that's really where we're at here. The target for this week to the upside was 30.78. They've already been there. Maybe they can turn down for here, but let them turn down if they're going to. If they're really going to turn down from here, we'll find a place to sell them at some point. Otherwise, we didn't get a chance to buy them before they went up. Just sit aside and admire them. So that's what we've got for you today. I hope you can find something profitable to get yourself into.